Welcome to a big unboxing, a big book off my 2021 wish list. I have a special guest with me. I sent out an open invite, so he's the only one who's responded so far. So please welcome Big Will. How's it going?
Don't say it like that. It makes it sound like everyone's pathetic.
No.
I'm all right.
I guess I'm just not as popular as I thought I was in the classroom. But no, and ironically enough, I guess that you're the only one who knows what this book is. So,
Actually, I forgot.
Okay.
I know the title.
All right. Well, you're the only one I told then. So anyway, because it's a big single book off my list here. So, hey, Shop, how's it going? Good to see you. I'm gonna put the invite in the chat here. So if anyone wants to join, I can check and all that. So feel free, an open invite. So, but yeah, it's a big book. Luckily, hey Titus, welcome. But yeah, it all started, like I said, beginning of this year, and last year I had too many books that I wrote down. Like I had a full page and a quarter or whatever, and all that, just all these books and whatever, and I just was, what's that expression? Your eyes are too big for your stomach or something like that. And so I had too many books that this year I had a more narrow-minded, focused, specifically with 10 slots of books I wanted, and managed to get one of the bigger books, I feel, for the collection. So, but yeah, it's a Spider-Man related title, of course. Anything else for me is just it's pretty much all Spider-Man. So I actually found it on eBay. I was looking for another one, but this one presented itself, because what I've been trying to do was I've been trying to get a book off my wish list every month or month and a half, and all that, just try and that's my goal within a goal. So it was about the time to start trying to get another book off the list, and so that's where this book came in. So okay. I managed to find a decent enough deal at a low enough grade for me. Luckily, there's a pretty good thickness for the cardboard, I guess. Not the best way I would like to have had it sent in, but I've had a hell of a lot worse with shipping. So here we go. Does anyone want to take a guess before I show it to you in the chat here what this book could possibly be? It's a big Spider-Man book, so I will let you guys have that hint. So, big Spider-Man book. So, and I'll throw in if anyone can guess the number exactly, I got a couple of these extra, little Funko Pops, soda pops of El Arachne. If anyone could guess the correct book, I'll mail one of these to them for free as a little prize if they collect Funko Pops. So, but
and I'll give everyone a hint. It's either number 1 through 800.
Oh no, that's too broad. That's too
Okay, 1 through 300. There you
go. Okay, there we go.
Shep says 3.
Yeah, well, it's not 3 because
Boom.
3's right there. Yeah, okay, and we got first Scorpion and Rhino, first Mysterio, Craven.
I love how they're giving all their numbers, as in first this, first that.
Well, I said big key, so that so I mean, if as long as I know the issue.
Rayman says 5.
Yeah, you mean that one right there? Apparently, I gotta guess who. I'm gonna guess Knuckles. Hey, Titus, welcome. How's it going?
How's it going?
Good. So yeah, thank you for joining.
What are you up to?
Cool to have more people in the chat. So far, no one's got it correct. I will say that no one's got it correct. Half the numbers listed: 3, 20, 15, 41. I have 5. I have those books, so those are not on my wish list. So But you guys are getting close to the ballpark, so give it a little more time before I drop it off. So, or show it. So, how's it going, Titus? What you been up to?
I'm getting ready to go to work soon. And then
Ah,
got to teach the high school, and then after that, doing volunteer work.
that's cool.
I'll be at the hospital probably all night.
That's cool.
And then my wife just went to her hometown because her aunt and cousin just died this morning in a car accident. So,
Ooh.
Let's see. 7, 8, 9, 10. Well, it's not all of those, so we say. All right, so no one guessed it correctly off the bat.
what was the question?
If you could guess the book, I would give that. If you could guess the book correctly, I would give a little prize. So it's a big Spider-Man key, So this is the Mucho Libre, El Aracne of the Soda Pop. So, but yeah, so I had a couple of extras. I was going for a chase, and I missed out on it. So now I have a couple extras. Anyway, all right. So yeah, it's a big book, and it's a single digit. So I'm gonna put it on here.
Oh, you just narrowed it down.
Yeah. Well, I had
number 9, correct?
There we go. No, not number 9, but I like this. I was originally going for number 6, and I didn't find the one I wanted. So, but I found this one. I found this one at a good price. It is Amazing Spider-Man number 7. So, second appearance of the Vulture. So, it's got a lot of folding crease, like it was folded in there.
That's one of, I think, 2 in the first 10 that's not a first appearance.
Yeah. I believe the other one is number 5, actually. So I think so. But yeah, I was
that
looking
in Japanese, actually. I think it's a second printing or something, but in Japanese.
Yeah. I don't know the keys of ASM too much for my pockets. Yeah. But anyway, I was looking at a couple of these, and one of the options was like a piece missing out of here, and the back cover kind of missing down here. Well, he might have had to go to work, like you said. Oh. But this one, because there was a couple of them I was looking at. One of them was like $199, and that was like the opening bid. What?
I was just gonna say, whenever I get one that's that kind of condition, I always make sure I count the pages.
Yeah, well, I haven't opened it yet, but yeah, it was listed as complete. So, but yeah, it looks like there's a little bit of tape. It's a tape along the spine. But like I said, I have a very rough ASM floor, so I don't mind them looking like this, because this is, I think, listed as a fine. I think 1.0 to 1.5 is the grade that they listed it as. But yeah, I was looking at a couple of them, and this one popped up for. This wasn't an auction. This was like a buy it now. Listed originally at I'm gonna say 169 or 179. I can't remember right now. But but I made an offer and all that, and I paid $155, so plus shipping and taxes. So I paid, I think, I paid $170 for this. So it's about a 1.0 to 1.8, somewhere in there, because it looks about the same condition as a 1.8 that I have of Action Comics. So, but yeah, really creased, really, and all that, but I don't mind at all. So one of the books I have graded, because ultimately I want to have 1 through 10 graded when I get them. So now I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, 9. The only books I'm missing of the first 10 are 6, First Appearance of the Lizard, and 10, which is the first. Oh, what is that? Montana, the big. What's that? What says Thug looks? That's it's issue number 10. What is that? The first appearance of some what's that gang called? Those thug men called? I can't remember
Sorry,
what.
that was my mama.
No, no problem. But what's that?
What game now?
In issue number 10, ASM 10 is the first appearance of some
Oh, the Enforcers.
Enforcers. There he goes, like some thuggish kind of group. But yeah, so I'm
Yeah.
missing 10 and 6. So I have 8 of the first 10. So
Wait, you have one?
I have a coverless copy of ASM 1 complete. So
Well, except for the cover.
well, yes, interior is complete.
But
yeah,
the
but
great thing about having a missing cover, though,
mhm.
is if you're okay with that as far as conditions, which you are, all
Yeah.
you gotta do is buy like if whenever they put out a facsimile and just put that on it and get it graded. Boom.
Yeah, because that's one of the reasons why I haven't sent it off to one of the graded companies that'll give me because I don't want a NG on the book. I bought my amazing. Was it ASM 1 or yeah? It was ASM 1 because it wasn't AF 15. But I bought my Amazing Spider-Man number 1. Like I said, it was great. It was CGC graded, but it had the NG in the grade, and I didn't want an NG. I wanted to at least say 0.5. I want a number, not a letter in the box. So, but yeah, that's one reason why I haven't sent it out to be graded yet. Is I'm subconsciously waiting for a facsimile cover before I can or whatever, so I can get it or whatever. Because I do have a facsimile cover of it with the 12-cent and all that. But I just haven't fully sent it off yet. I don't know. I'm just waiting for the right price.
Well, yeah, get that thing sent off. You might get a green or purple label with it though, but you'll get a grade.
Yeah, well, as long as I can get it, because like I said, I don't know, because I haven't decided yet which company or which company, which all that. I don't know. Just one of the things, I just haven't sent it off fully. Maybe I'm just a little hesitant to let ASM 1 out the door into the mail, But glad you're able to add to your. Yep, thank you very much. So that marks it off. So yep, I now have 1, 2, 3, 4 books out of my top 10 off. That was this ASM 7 here was number 2 on my list. So, because while I would really love the ASM annual number 1, it wasn't the number 1 on my list. I'm after the complete run of ASM, not particularly ASM annuals. I might get them eventually, but I'm after the main.
Plus, the annual's hot right now. 7's it's 7.
Yeah, 7. So hopefully, and I don't think. Well, if a Lizard makes a reappearance with the newer Spider-Man movie franchise, it'll get hot again too. But I want to get it before Marvel decides to make a reappearance of the first Lizard or in a movie. So that's one of the reasons why I was after 6 particularly instead of 7. But 7 was the affordable, presentable copy. So I'm trying to make a few payments off of things and all that, so I'm not spending too much money. Of course, with stimulus payments coming here since the COVID relief was signed today by President Biden, I might have.
Actually, it's tomorrow.
Actually, it was signed today. I saw it live.
Oh, it was today?
They did it a day sooner, or whatever.
Oh.
So it was signed a day sooner. So yep, it's been signed.
Well, that's cool. Well, that means they could start sending out some payments direct deposit as early as tomorrow.
Yeah, I think it was like tomorrow or by the end of next week or whatever. Man, I'm not sure, but yeah.
Huh. I didn't catch that. I wonder what made them decide to. It makes sense to do it. I mean, if it passes on Wednesday, I mean, they're like next door. Might as well sign it the next day.
I mean, my opinion was that they should have had the bill printed up and ready to go, just in case, just in case, or it passed, or whether it passed or
just have it ready, like some people
ready
bake the cake for if the team wins and if the team loses, and just
So when it was passed on Wednesday, basically 6 hours later, there's a signing ceremony. Kind of saying what's 600 some pages or whatever, but what's a 700 page, printed copy to the federal government, for a bill. So I thought, well, there. So maybe that's why. Maybe they're just thinking that one day sooner is one day quicker that Americans get the help they need. So anyway, that's my guessing why they did it sooner. So
So have you already earmarked all that?
most of it, yeah, and like 90% of what I'm getting back is going to go to paying off cards and all that. So that way I can, because I want to pay off one card completely and then use that card as my wish list kind of thing if I don't save up for it. If I make payments on the card instead of saving up, basically reversing the order of saving up, just paying it off before I get something else. I want to have one free card just for comics, but I want to pay it off before I do that. So, but yeah, so not sure what I'll do fully. I want to do some money for comics, but I want to make sure I do pay my bills first.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, Mama raised.
I have this really cool comic. No food, but I have this really cool comic.
Yeah. Unfortunately, Mom raised a economically smart kid.
Yeah.
Damn it, she didn't screw up with me. Oh well.
Well, hey, I told you before we went on air, but since there's only the one book, I'll show you.
Yeah.
I got in 3 books today
Mm-hmm.
for my Lois Lane collection. And these two, for as far as how I'm doing it, my standard is they're too low a grade, but most of my books can be bought for under $10, unlike yours.
Yeah.
So this one right here, I love this cover, but it's just too bad on the condition.
Let me get you
Yeah.
bigger.
Superman's marriage money. So this fat chick is wanting him to marry her, but Lois is mad because she had one of the bills, and she's wanting Superman to marry her. But check out the spine there.
Oh yeah, I see what you're talking about.
Yeah, I mean, for a book that I can, find for $10, I'm not. I know that's no.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a bit too much. Having a roll. The back looks good though, other than the huge roll and cracked spine. I mean, it's not a horrible condition. It's just that spine really gets me. And then there's this one. This one you might think, oh, okay, it doesn't look that bad. And then I show you right here, you're like, okay, it's just really ticked up. That's what you're thinking, right?
Yeah.
Well, check this out though.
Yeah, looks like you have a buyer.
It's barely hanging on just by the staples. That's it.
Yeah.
And check out how dirty the back is.
Yeah.
Well, actually, with my light, it actually looks pretty good, but it's actually really, really dirty.
Yeah, I can see it clearly enough. I think, yeah, there you go. I clean my books. I clean my books.
Yeah.
Or the best I can do. Obviously I'm not a professional.
Well, I hope to be doing that at some point later on, but
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, to answer your question, Gray Man, the purple cover is 64 and the marriage money is 61.
Nice.
So 64, 61.
I have a few of those Lois Lane books.
I had a 58 was the third one, and it was good enough. It's in the collection. You had Lois Lane, you say?
Yeah, I have a few Lois Lane books. I like them.
Would you like to sell them? Perhaps. I'm trying to get all 137 issues. Maybe.
There's a few of them that I couldn't part with because I just really like the cover. So it just depends on which ones you need.
Well, I have started it recently, so I only have like 6 or 7 knocked off out of 137. Yeah. So odds are it's one I don't have.
Yeah, let's see if I can find them here. Gray Man says his lowest is 14, and he's winking at you to me. So, Lois is spelled with one L. Not
yes. I remember the Even Stevens. Lloyd?
Yeah. All right. The issues I have are 41, 53, 56, 71, 85, and the 106. The when Lois Lane.
Yeah, that's the one you don't want to sell, right?
Yeah, well, that's one. Well, I don't. Looking at it, I don't want to sell any of them. Looking at it, but yeah, this one I actually found. I found this one. The Lois
Yeah.
Lane. What if Lois Lane was a black?
Yeah, I Am Curious Black. She
I
turns
Am
black
Curious
for 24 hours.
I
And
found it.
Superman's a little racist in it, just a little bit, because he's like all disappointed and sad.
Yeah, she became black because she wanted to write a story and she wasn't welcome into the neighborhood very well or whatever. But yeah, I found it in a dollar bin because it was missing the centerfold. So, but that book is a key because of that particular thing. So yeah, I mean,
yeah,
I have a few things other than comic books that are questionable, I guess, for people. Like I have a knife from World War II that was prevalent to the Axis, to the Nazi Germany, whatever.
Yeah.
I bought it in college when I was really into learning about things that I was not 200% familiar with. So part of me goes going, should I have bought that? I'm not going to say, well, I bought it because I didn't buy it because I support it, but I bought it because of its history, and I wanted to remember it, even if it was bad history. We can't forget some things. So I don't know. It's one of those things where I wonder if I did the right thing all these years later.
you're fine. I have my grandpa's bayonet from World War II.
Yeah.
But yeah, there are 4 big money books in the Lois Lane run. You have number 1, obviously, 70, 105, and 106. Those are the big 4 of the Lois Lane run.
Which one is the Catwoman?
That's 70.
That's 70. See.
Number 1's number 1. 70 is Catwoman. 105 is the first Rose and Thorn, and 106 is the one you just showed.
Yeah. The only one that I think I might get or might let go of would have been, I think, which one was it? This one, possibly, which is number 85.
Yeah, that's one. That is definitely one I need.
So that's the only one I could think of possibly getting rid of. But then again, like I said, all the covers I got because I like, this one, when Superman's basically trying to blackmail or whatever Lois, what I'd see, if she knows his secret identity here.
Yeah.
So, and
I think I have that one.
Yeah. Then I have. Well, let's start at the beginning here. I found this one at my LCS. So, then I bought this one from a comic shop.
That one I like.
I found this one up in a comic shop in Denver. I liked it because of the kissing booth and all aspect and all that, so I bought it. I almost sent this one off to be graded. When Lana and Lois are competing over a new superhero icon man or whatever, or idol man. There you go. It's a higher grade one than that one. I bought.
Yeah. Hey, depending on their condition, I got stacks of books I would trade for a few of those issues.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, like I said, I might get rid of depending on how many. If it suits my ASM completion goal, I might part with it because of that kind of thing. So that's the only reason I could think of, because I haven't sold them on an auction because I am fond of the covers. So I never knew it was a key even.
105.
105,
yeah, it is.
So, but yeah, that's the big thing. And yeah, I found this in the cardboard, whatever. So yeah, the ASM 7. They listed it as a fair plus. So like I said, because it's listed. I got it around, I think, the price I would have gotten it. I haven't checked Go Collect on what a fair plus is valued at, but I'm pretty sure I got it. Well, give or take $40, $50. I got it within the range it's valued at. So why the sudden interest in Lois, Will? She's a looker.
Well, I've always enjoyed those classic covers. Same with the Jimmy Olsens. I just wanted to pick one And while there are about the same amount of keys in each, Lois has less expensive keys, but it still goes from the 50s to the 70s. And just think of all that happened in America during that time. There's a lot of history in the books.
Well, yeah, and it's and you get things like the I Am Curious, the Lois Lane, cover. You get a certain aspect that you're never gonna see in comics, or particularly on the cover, I believe. Again, you see this, like, I'm looking at these. I see the Lois Lane covers. I'm going like, that's sexist and all that. People would get so up in arms today. People would be so offended. Yeah, I mean, things like something like that, and all that, and Superman being slightly racist against Lois as a black woman, or Lois and Lana competing to get with Superman because that's the only goal in the life, is getting with a big strong man or whatever, so it's like something like that you will never see, I believe, in comic books again. So it has that certain nostalgia, not something to look up to in a sense, but just something that that you won't see again.
No, I will admit to Grayman's point that there's even a longer bit of history and more history and everything in the Jimmy Olsens, but like I said, just cost value and how many there are. There's over 200 of the Jimmys. There's 137 of the Lois Lane. So yeah. I just thought the Lois. I wanted to do one big run from that had Silver Age in it, and I landed on the DC ones that go from the 50s, 60s, 70s, just that era, and from there I narrowed it down to Lois Lane.
Yeah, I think the only Jimmy book I would want is that one where Superman's, like dead or whatever, that Dark Side.
Oh yeah, I forget which one it is. The Neil Adams.
Yeah,
the cameo Dark Side.
Yeah, so that one, that's the only one I could think of that I would, if I got a particular issue, that's the one I want. That's the only one I want, because it's just one of those covers that's makes a mark. Superman looking like he's dead or killed or whatever, and kind of like that Superman 75 over here. Like I love the Superman books, or that with like the cape aspect here. It's just like ripped or torn, or he's that just, I don't know, it reminds me of that book. One reason why I like those covers. So, but yeah, not really much else to add to the show, I guess.
But I mean, if we're about to leave, then we need to have another good long look at that 7.
Yeah, but so this is it. Like I said, fine plus according to the seller. I haven't checked it fully, for completed. Like I said, tape on the spine, but like I said, I don't care. I have my ASM 3 is tape on 2 or 3 of the edges. So, like I said, big crease and all that down the front and the side, like it was folding in someone's pocket.
Someone made the joke as folded into force, and it looks like it was.
Yeah, it looks like I said, because this one is the worst line here. So it looks like it was folded and then put in his kid's back pocket as he ran down the street. Worn down here, up here, around the edges. So let's open it up and see.
Yeah,
what the back cover looks like.
Back and count them pages.
So, all right, looks like a little bit of a tear, and taped there.
That ain't too bad.
Yeah, a little bit of tape right there, and like I said, along the spine there. Looks like an extra staple or 2, or possibly even 3.
Whoa.
Yeah, so like I said,
5 staples?
Well, I see on the front, I see 1, 2, 3. Here, and here. On the back, I see here. And so, yeah, there's extra staples, so.
Okay, well, see, here's what's weird is that's holding together the book.
Yeah.
So you're going to get restored. If you don't want to get restored, you'll have to take out all the staples that aren't original, which means you'll have to first figure that out and then the book may fall apart some more.
Yeah, well, I think I would send this if I don't want a purple label if I can avoid it. I don't particularly care. This book's not going anywhere apart from my collection, but I think I'd probably send this off to like CBCS so I don't get that, so that way I just get a mention but I don't get a purple label. If I, kind of a thing. So there's a little bit of writing here on the U and the Vulture. It's a CR, so let's see. It's two.
It ain't signed by Stan Lee, is it?
Yeah, no Stan Lee signature, unfortunately.
That'd be cool.
Yeah, that'd be cool. Let's see. So 2, 4, 6.
How do you count pages?
Hold on. 8. It is, front and back 1 and 2. So it's including the cover. The cover front and back. Front and back cover in the middle is how it counts or whatever. So I think that's what I learned. 10.
I was taught at a convention by a dealer.
12.
And his method was 8 and 8. 8 before the staple, 8 after the staple. And that's not counting the cover, of course.
16. 18. 22. 12. 6. Come on. 28. It's a little difficult to get the pages.
Yeah.
30. If my math is correct, 36. So I think it's complete.
Well, counting the covers, 36, that would be complete.
Yeah, so very interesting looking at it because I have a either it's Marvel Milestone. No, it's not Marvel Milestone, but it's a classic Spider-Man, a reprint, obviously, of this issue. So it looks a lot different looking at it inside the book, obviously, not just because of the age, but it looks like it was printed differently in the panels.
Yeah.
But really nice, really cool just to see this. Hey, look, it's a X-Men #2 on sale. So, yeah. Worn a lot. Not a high grade, but for these books, kind of thing, I don't really care. It's a pleasure to own them, And that's part of the reasons why I want to have the first 10 issues graded eventually. Just so that way, because of the age and because of the condition I'm buying them in, I want to protect them. So I don't care if it technically drops the value that the book is worth because it's lower than what I bought it for, because it's actually been given a grade. The pages, Gray Man, are, well, to sum it up, they look about the same as the cover.
Cream.
Well, yeah, it's brown, brown cream kind of thing. They weren't brittle. They didn't feel brittle. So that's a plus there. So it looks like it's been, looks like parchment, I guess, from like old parchment kind of a thing. So it's not brittle, but it looks like, cream brown kind of thing. So, but yeah, so that's how she looks. So yeah,
All right.
ASM 7 checked off the list. I'm down to 6 books on my 2020 wish list, making great progress, and I only have 2 books left to get on my 1 through 10. Number 6, First Lizard, and First Enforcers, and number 10. So I have all the rest of them.
If you're going to tell us there's only 6 books left on your wish list, you got to tell us the books.
All right. So
obviously, number 10 ASM and ASM number 6. That's 2.
Yes. Those are listed as the first and number 3 and number 1 on my list. So number 4 on my list is ASM 121, Death of Gwen Stacy. I want it in the original print like this, not a reprint like I have. ASM Annual number 1 on spot number 6. In spot number 7, I have Amazing Spider-Man number 25. I believe, is the first cameo kind of appearance mention of Mary Jane, where she's blocked by the flower and all that.
Yeah, the plant.
The plant.
It's also the first Alistair Smythe.
Yeah, I believe. Yeah,
Spider Slayer.
that Spider Slayer wrapped around Spider-Man, yeah, and all that. And then number 10 on the list is the only non-Spider-Man issue on my list. Is Wonder Woman number 72, that Boland cover where she's off to the side, that portrait. That book there is just a cover, one of those covers I want just to have the cover. So it's the only, I had, like I said, I had 10 spots, technically 12 books on the list because I included the drug issue ASM, the non-Comic Code Authority stamp in one spot and bought them quickly in succession. But so Wonder Woman 72 is the only non-Spider-Man book I had on my wish list because I'm trying to complete an entire Spider-Man run from first to current. So I need to do another inventory to see what percentage I am in my collection, because I think I am over 76% complete at this point. And I started collecting little over 2 years ago. So, or at least I started collecting ASM a little over 2 years ago. I started collecting it like 4.
Wait, you started from scratch 2 years ago?
September or August 2018 was the first. It was the first time I bought comic books. Like, no, okay. I started collecting comic books.
Man, that's Reggie level hustling.
Yeah. I started collecting comic books 806 or 807 of the current run, which would be 806 or 807 of the current current books, and we're on 61 now. So yeah, I plowed ahead and I bought huge things where I can. Part of it was learning how to manage. I'd buy, I had to have that book. Okay, put it on my card, kind of a thing, or buy this thing. And so I go like, oh, I need to control myself. So one of the reasons why I bought so many books so quickly is I didn't know how to manage myself in the beginning. Just yet when I got into a passion. I tend to go 150% when I'm new into something. And so it takes a little bit for me to pull back and get ahead, so. But I'm making good progress, so my videos have suffered just a little bit, I think, because I've narrowed my focus just a little bit better and all that. And so content has been a little less because there's a little less to show. So that's one of the reasons why I'm fishing around inside my head for different ideas for shows. And that's part of the reason why the Knockout was formed, was as an idea to create a show and create things to do and all that. So I didn't have to always just show new books that I bought. So, so that was a brainchild of looking for more things to do, as well as, Comigories and other things. So definitely been a lot of fun. So I'm fishing around for another fun idea to add to the list. So I was thinking, but I haven't quite narrowed it down. But that's one of the reasons why I invited you and a couple other people to join if they wanted to, just so I could hang out a little more than, because right now we're 40 minutes in. I didn't want just a 10-minute video going, looky, and we're done. So, but yeah. Thank you everyone for joining. Grayman, I think it's you and me and one other person according to my counter. So thank you guys for staying as long as you have been and all that, since not the most fun just to sit and watch people talk. So, but it's been fun, and I enjoy looking at your Alex Ross background. So a lot of the covers and all that. Although I would have gone more than just the white and all that too. It's just that's one of my small complaints with the covers, is it's just the character and the white background. It wasn't like they added some sort of background to it. I thought even a generic background would have been cool instead of the white, but that's me finding something to be picky about just for the sake of it. Anyway, so thank you everyone for joining. ASM down. Now I just need to get that 6 before it gets any more expensive, because that's the only other one that's up there.
No, I don't think so.
Not that I know of. Not that I know of, but again, I might have been a little busy. Make sure I didn't slice my finger off when he mentioned it. So
Yeah.
anyway, take care, everyone. Talk to you later. Happy
Later.
collecting and stay safe. Later, guys.